Hi, in this video I want to show you how to advertise in using Twitter, using the Twitter paid option. To do this you need of course a Twitter account. Twitter is one of the most popular social media sites. It's used by a lot of people to disseminate information. If you get, the more followers you get, the minute you put a tweet, it gets distributed to all your followers, and if they choose to retweet your tweet, then it goes to their followers and so on and so forth. So as you can see, it's a very powerful tool to get the message out. Now, in Twitter, you want to go to ads.twitter.com, as you can see here, to create a campaign. The first thing you need to do is to create a campaign. Now, when you first come to this screen, you want to create a new campaign, and you have different types of campaigns. You have, if you want followers, to increase your following. You also have the options to website clicks or conversions. Tweet engagements, if you want people to retweet your message. App install, if you want to promote an app on your phone so people install it. Leads on Twitter is if you want to register, somebody see your message, they see your ad, they click on it, and automatically they're going to have their email and name typed in there. They're going to click on it and they're going to become a lead. And for customs, you design which one you want to use. If you're not sure which one of these ones to use, you can always use the option help me to choose. When you click on that, you have a brief description of each of the options you have. For instance, followers is good for new users if you want to increase your following. For this particular case, we're going to use website clicks or conversions. The purpose of this is to get people to click on a link that will take them to a capture page in which they're going to type in their name and email, and then they're going to, from there, they're going to go and watch a video, get a promotional book. So they basically going to sign up to your mailing list, or you're going to promote, if you're promoting a certain business or an event or anything like that, you can use these options to do just that. So we're going to select on that. This is what the audience is going to see right here. They're going to see your tweet. They're going to see a picture. Try and make it an appealing one. Brief description on your link. And of course the link that when they click on it, they're going to be taken to the website, blog, or capture page. Usually is recommended to be a capture page. They're going to see your promotional tweet on the news feed on the Twitter. And of course you can optimize your campaign. So from here we're going to select and continue. Once we're here, we're going to give this campaign a name. A name is very important so you can create different campaigns and for different promotions you want to run. For this campaign, we're going to use, for a name, we're going to give it a capture page A. It doesn't matter what name you use, so long as that nobody's going to see it. This is for your own reference. So we're going to start running this campaign immediately, or we have the option to customize the start and end dates. Customizing start and end dates is useful when you want to promote an event. You know that the event is a certain date, so you want to start promoting maybe a week before, and then as we get closer to the event, you want to stop your campaign automatically. Or you want to promote a certain offer that is going to expire on such a date. This is good for special occasions like Christmas or Thanksgiving, Black Friday, or whatever. But in this case, we're going to start running a campaign continuously. Now, to move on, we need to compose a tweet. We have 140 characters to compose an interesting tweet referring to the campaign. You want to call people's attention so that when they read this, they want to click on your link. And the next you wanna the website URL. Here's when you're gonna type the URL where you're gonna have your capture page. So when people click on it, this is where they're gonna be sent out to. And of course, this is a must. You wanna add an image. In the image, try and select that image that is interesting, to the point, and captures the message. You can have an image custom made. If we're gonna click on an image, here's the size. It's gonna be an image of 800 by 320. You can have an image where it has the call to action. It has an interesting picture referring to the offer, and make it count is basically the lesson here. Then you come down to the headline. You have 30 characters to do the headline. This is what people are gonna read. This is in 70 characters you have to capture their attention. And of course, then you have to select the call to action. The call to action is going to be like shop now, view now, visit now, book now, learn more, play now, bet now, donate, apply here, book tickets. Whatever the call to action is to the advertising you run, and this is what you want to choose. In the case of a capture page, you can select visit now, read more. Something that if relates to the tweet, headline, and the image. So in this case, we're going to choose learn more. Learn more. And this is going to be the card name. This is the card that you're composing, and you want to give it a name, so that when within the same campaign you can select a different card and sort of run both and see which one is working better. And this of course is not visible to users. Then we move down to targeting. Targeting, we're gonna select the United States. We can select any other country in the world. We can select different locations. We can select a country, a state, a city, a neighborhood. We can make it as narrow or as wide as we want. Then we select gender. We can select men, females, languages, devices and platforms. Devices and platforms have to do with if you want to target people that use iOS devices, Androids, only desktops, or only iOS devices, depending on what kind of campaign you want to run. Also, you have the keywords, of course. These relate to the specific keywords people search for, and they're gonna come up to your advertising. You can add followers that already follow you, or you can select from usernames. You can add interests, people who have a particular interest that is your your target audience. You can select people who drive minivans or luxury cars, or people that have certain interest in business and finance books, or the events, people who like movie festivals. Depending on, you can carve out whatever audience is you looking for your advertising. This also, you can have TV targeting, people within a particular country that watches or they like different shows. Either as they watch the show, people usually tweet out or use the hashtag to refer to a particular show, depending upon what's going on that show. So you can also target those people by selecting here what shows or you want the audience to watch. Networks, again, you can also select people like networks. Genres, movies, game shows. So as you can see, you can select as narrow audience or as a wide audience as you want to target. The narrow the audience, the better the response, the less money you're going to spend. But if your product is for a wider use, you can target accordingly. Then we come down to budget. This is a very important aspect of the advertising campaign. In that campaign, you want to set up a budget for a day. Set your daily maximum budget. Here's what you're going to tell Twitter that you want to spend $100 a day, $20 a day, $15 a day, or maybe $200 a day, depending on what kind of a budget you want to use for this particular campaign. Then you're going to set the price per click. In here, for the pricing options, you can have the standard delivery throughout the day, evenly divided, or you can accelerate it by different times. Starting at midnight, for instance, in New York time, and then going to give you the different options that you have here for accelerating your delivery. But basically, here's what you're going to tell them: how much you're willing to pay for your clicks. The bottom because I haven't selected my audience is very wide. Here it says that people are betting between $1.68 to $10 per click. That's a lot. Here you can select from 1 penny to 3.08, so that the higher the price you're willing to pay per click, the more your ad is going to show. But also you have to keep in mind the budget that you have for that. And also, the more tailored your target is, the more efficient your advertising is going to be. And of course, this is something that I always use, which is the total budget for the whole campaign. And once that budget is reached, you know that the campaign will stop automatically. This is a very useful feature. It's a stopgap. You don't want to have a ongoing campaign running and then when you come to check on it, it turns out you spend $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever the case may be. So this is very important. Once you're done tailoring your campaign, you want to save it, and it's going to take you to the options where you're going to place your credit card number to pay for the campaign. You're going to fund your campaign and start running it, and it will be appearing on the Twitter feed. Then you have here you have different options like creative. If you want to create a tweet that you want to promote, or a card, we just did, the analytics option give you the results. You're gonna see the performance of your campaign. And under tools, you have the audience manager that you can tailor your audience, the app manager in case you want to promote an ad, and the conversion tracking. Conversion tracking will give you, you can create a pixel that, and this is a little more advanced, but basically this does is creates a tag, creates a piece of code that you're going to insert on your capture page or website. That way, every time somebody clicks from the Twitter feed, it goes to your capture page. You can track it, and basically, when you come to the analytics under Twitter, you can see how many conversions you have. In the beginning, if you don't need to do this, if you don't know how to encode your snippet into the website, don't worry about it. It's not that necessary. This is something that is worth mentioning, so you know, but you don't really need it to begin with. So hopefully with this you can start creating your Twitter campaigns. And if you have any questions, please send me contact me, send me a comment, or send me a tweet, and I'll be more than glad to answer it. So again, this is to use the Twitter pay-per-click ad feature to promote your landing page or your website, or to do or even promote an event or something of that sort. I hope this video is useful to you, and if you like it, subscribe, send me a comment, and like it. Thank you. Have a nice day.